First, I was scared out of my mind because I didn't really know what to do. I contacted EMS just to get evacuated off the island because I was sleeping outside at the park. So I took off walking from Topsail Island down to like a Dunkin' Donuts about 5 miles down the road. Well, down there, these people down there was like, well, they're going to start evacuating in Onslow County. So I took off walking about 5 o'clock that evening. I got there like 2 o'clock the next morning, which was like 25 miles. Carrying my clothes, like 50 pounds worth of clothes. So I got enough money to get a Greyhound ticket to get back here. So when I got back to Fayetteville, I went to Smith Recreation Center. From day one, it was like, you can get me a job, get me on my feet, and get in the housing, I'm good.
One of human basic needs is shelter. And so without shelter, you really can't focus on improving your situation, your life, if you're sleeping on the street and all you're thinking about is where I'm going to sleep tonight, then you can't focus on getting a job. You can't focus on feeding your children. You can't focus on taking care of your children if you're worried about where you're going to lay your head or where your children are going to lay their heads.
Housing First is a model that has been proven effective. What it does is it takes somebody who's been rough sleeping or who is literally homeless, and it houses them first and then connects them to services. Oftentimes individuals who are facing homelessness, they will be in a shelter or transitional house or literally on the street, and then they will try to get them a job or get them connected to services and then get them housed. We have found as a nation that that's less effective than getting them housed first.
Can't get a job, it's hard to go to school. I mean, there are so many challenges with living on the street. It's not camping. You're actually living out there, and that usually puts you in another category. If you're not housed, most people won't even look at you for employment, right? So it kind of hurts on multiple levels. And generally, people are trying to manage being homeless and maintain a job, maintain schooling, and employers don't always understand that I might be late because I didn't have any sleep last night. That's hard.
When you got a place to live, you know, you can't go to work unless you got a place to live. In order to have a place to live, you got to have a job, keep a roof over your head.
We do emergency shelter. That's what we do well. So that's what we want to do. But if someone else over here, like Alliance, does the mental health piece, the holistic piece, that's what they do well. So then we need to partner with them because we're taking a holistic approach. It's just not about having the housing. That's important, so once they're housed. But again, you're looking at the totality of the person. So the person has other needs that need to be serviced. And we can't do that by ourselves. So we have to have all of the partners in the community have to all be at the table to help this population because they're experts in different areas. And if you're not at the table, then there's a piece that's missing.
Well, through Smith Recreation Center, talking to Larissa, which I did have a breakdown in there because I was trying to help everybody else. And at one point in time, I cracked. And Larissa and the director of FEMA had to come outside and talk to me. Because at the time, I didn't know where I was going, what I was going to do. So, talk back at home, you know, and Larissa, they helped get me into a place to live and got me a job. You know, I'm back on my feet now.
To make Housing First effective, you need two things. You need temporary financial assistance. You need dollars to keep them housed while they're in transition. And the other thing that you need to have robust case management, intensive case management. That case management then connects them to all the services in the community.
Once I'm housed, if I'm that client, then we provide the wraparound services, because now I'm able to focus. My mind is more clear. I have clarity than when I'm just trying to figure out where I'm sleeping.
Our role is to help people. We help with mental first aid, housing repairs, clothing, food. We've got a lot of valuable resources.
We can't house them, one, if there's no place for them to go, meaning we've got to have apartments, houses, we've got to have places. And so that's the first piece. And then once we've identified where they can go, we've got to have money to put in to get them in there.
Housing First is really affordable. It is cost savings. It really saves the community dollars, because it costs us less to house somebody than it does to have them move in and out of the medical system, hospitals, ER, crisis centers, or moving in and out of our judicial system. So the justice system, going into jails, going into prisons. It's cheaper to house them than to have them utilize those systems.
We're hoping for more housing. We're hoping that people understand what homelessness is, and that we get more people engaged in assisting, right? So some people just need that extra hand, and that people know that housing is not a one-size-fits-all. There are multiple solutions for different kind of people. Everybody's different, and so we need various solutions to help them out.
Our goal is to make homelessness rare, brief, and non-reoccurring by developing a system that when somebody comes into homelessness, that we're able to get them out in 30 days or less. We have the know-how, we've proven that already, we've done it in our community for veterans. We declared functional zero in 2015 through those same systems that we're trying to build for non-veterans. So we know it can work, and that's the goal that we're working towards, and that's the vision for the future.
Like I said, it's like building a foundation. You get into a place to live. You know, you can come home every evening and take a shower. You got something to work for. You know, and like I said, you know, with our jobs, we're outside every day, but how many other people is outside as well? I met a wonderful woman. I'm about to get engaged. I got a family, got a home. Before I started here, I had nothing but the clothes on my back. Maybe talk to them, listen to their story. Everybody has a story. And there's a reason for why they're there. They're not there by choice. I wasn't homeless by choice, and neither are they.